My name is Kenny Sharretts, and I'm a professional drummer, drum technician, and online content creator. As a drum tech, I've worked for artists such as Stevie Wonder, Janet Jackson, Rihanna, Puff Daddy, and my current gig with Dead & Company. And drummers like Kenny Aronoff, Stanley Randolph, Chris Johnson, Little John Roberts, Boots Green, Rex Hardy, Mickey Hart, who I'm working with now. Just some amazing players. And then I kind of take all that knowledge and encapsulate it in my online presence, which is my YouTube channel, which is a drum tuning and tech tip channel. That kind of highlights a lot of things, teaches you a lot. But if you want to get in depth, you go to my website, kennysharretts.com, where you can either book a one-on-one drum tuning lesson with me, which are really effective and a lot of fun, as you know. And then you can also stream online drum tuning lessons where I'll show you step by step how to tune a drum like 4 or 5 different ways, so you can really get the skills underneath in your hands and in your mind and your spirit, so you can find the sound you really want every time you tune. First thing you got to do is skill up on your instrument in terms of how to maintain it, how to understand what it is that you need as a player, and then take that mindset and completely remove the you from it. And you insert another drummer, and you start going, hey man, what's this cat need to where he plays or she plays perfectly every time they sit down? Like, they don't even have to think about the kit. They don't have to tune it. They don't have to worry about if the triggers are going to double trigger. They don't have to worry about if the heights are right. They sit down and just play. And that's really how you got to start becoming a drum tech, by understanding that that's like 90% of the game right there. You're taking care of somebody's mind in front of 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people. So it's not about you, it's about them. And kind of a lot of the ways I see a lot of people do it is they go find a band locally that they work with, and they check for them. They help them load in and out of the clubs. They maintain the instruments. They put themselves out there, create the camaraderie and bond, and then when the band makes it, boom, you're the roadie, which is a great time-honored, time-tested tradition. Your friends and you work for them. But a lot of times, man, it's about you go get skills up at backline companies. Like in the UK, I know there's like Cato and a couple other backline companies that have like schools where they teach you how to do backline, and then send you out on gigs, and they teach you how to become a tech. And I think that's amazing because there's so much to it. So much to it, It's not just about drums. It's also about, like I said, triggers, understanding how to program these triggers, knowing that these technologies from Yamaha and Roland actually transfer over to Yamaha and Roland keyboards, and you can run the menus the same way. When you start seeing that, you're like, oh, I'm employed. You know what I mean? I'm employed. And then really after that, it's wanting to do it. That's how I became a tech. Somebody gave me the shot. I did a tour. That doesn't mean you became a tech. What that means is you became basically a person who had an opportunity to experience a life. I did this thing. But to become a tech, I did a second tour with Kenny Aronoff, got fired because I was young. I didn't understand the politics of touring and all the stuff that went into it. And I said, but I love this and I want to do it more. So I reached out to the connections I had made, and I made a lot of them, stayed in touch with them. And a couple of people recommended me for a gig with Smash Mouth, which was kind of more on a part-time or summer touring only basis. I was like, fine by me. And I fought for that tech career, man. And after that, when an opportunity to work for Joss Stone came up and tour Europe and see the world, man, I had to get it. So I clawed for it, man. Once I got everything turned into a career. Especially once I started working for Stevie Wonder, then doors blew open. You met the right people, and you create a career by making friendships.